Welcome to Inner Racing by Motorsport This is the audio version of my popular monthly free video series on mental skills in motorsport. I'm your host Greg, and I'm here to share with you practical insights and strategies to help you enhance your mental racing performance both on and off the track. So get ready as we dive deep and explore the mindset behind successful racing, and as we look at practical ways that you can sharpen your racing mental skills performance and gain a competitive edge when you go racing. Let's get started. Hi everybody, Greg here. I want to revisit something that we visited quite a while ago. I actually had to go back and check when it was we actually last spoke about it in detail, and that is 2 years ago. So, awareness. What is awareness? Why is it important? What do we do with our awareness? How can we improve our performance by improving our awareness? So let's jump in and have a look. So this week's topic came up because of something a driver said to me last week, and something again we spoke about this week when we touched base. And that is the fact that it's your awareness that drives changes. It's your awareness that lets you know what you're doing well, what you're doing okay but could do better, and what you're not actually doing that well at all or don't know how to do. It's your awareness that actually on track lets you know where somebody is, where the opportunities are, how you're performing, what's going on. Awareness it underpins everything. And when we talk about awareness, when we're talking about mental skills, I'm always asking you, how's your bucket? Why? I'm trying to get you to become aware of what the organism, what the salty bag of meat is experiencing, the kind of load that you're under, so that you can then take action based upon what you discover by using your awareness. So you can change your actions, your processes to improve your performance. When we use HRV, what are we doing? Well, we're bringing attention to the amount of load we're under, so that we can go, what do I need to do for me? What steps do I need to take to bring down my bucket, basically? When we are maybe doing breathing techniques, and we're looking at our functional breathing to make sure that we're maximizing either our performance, or we're putting our foot on the brake, we're getting that parasympathetic nervous system activated to slow things down so that we can go faster. What are we doing? We're using our awareness. If you think about in the initial session, which I spoke about in this week's video, and the fact that you can access it now online as well, when we do the two knees, when we attempt to focus on the two knees, we're using our awareness, we're using our focus, we're using our attention to notice what we can notice, and then think about, well, what can I do if my attention's on this? What else can I focus on something else? Awareness is really, really key to pretty much everything that we do, on track and off track. So cultivating a habit of awareness is a great thing. And the reason we're talking about it is my driver last week came up and said, what was the one thing that he had to increase? And his answer, he gave it some thought, and he came up with awareness. I need to increase my awareness. And upon further questioning, I said, well, why is that going to be useful to you? He said, if I increase my awareness, I'll be able to make changes quicker. Great, yeah, because he will recognize what he's doing, what he's not doing, what he could do better, rather than just keeping doing the same thing. So that's fantastic. Yeah, I can make changes quicker. Number two, he said, if I improve my awareness, I'll be able to communicate better with the team and those around me. That's fantastic, because if I recognize what I'm saying and what's being heard, and if I can recognize when people are understanding me, when people are not understanding me, if I can recognize how I translate what I'm feeling into words so that people can make changes based upon that, if I can recognize, if I can explain myself better and use my language better to communicate better, I'll improve my performance. So an awareness of how I communicate is a fantastic thing. It's a really, really good thing. And the third thing, What can I do if I improve my awareness? I can predict other people's behaviors, other people's moves that they might make on track. If I increase my awareness of what's going on around me, I can make changes. If I'm aware and I increase my awareness, I increase my ability to adapt, and what's known as the law of requisite variety kicks in, which says the person with the most options is usually the most successful. Because I've got many options open to me, I can choose the best one at the right time. So awareness isn't just about measuring the load that I'm under, but awareness comes into every aspect of our performance and our driving, both our mental skills and our physical skills. But awareness starts up here. If I'm not aware, I can't change anything because I don't know what I'm not doing right. I don't know what I can improve. I don't know what kind of state I'm in, whether I'm emotional, I'm unmotivated, I'm depressed. If I don't know, if I'm not aware, it's really hard to make changes. If I'm unaware of my performance levels, so if I have a self-efficacy bias, as they call it, where I'm thinking, well, everything's great, and it's really not. If I'm not aware of that, I'm not going to get any better. I'm not going to improve. So awareness is key to everything we go through. So I want you to think about this. A.C.E, ACE, right? So it's a simple word to remember, ACE. And the first thing, A, guess what? It's awareness. Think about your awareness. Am I aware? Am I asking the right questions? Am I paying attention to the things that I need to pay attention to? Am I checking my noise, my state, and my performance? In the 1, 2, 3. Am I checking these things? Have I got a process of checking my awareness before I go out to perform, when I come back in off the track, in my preparation in the week, building up to my race weekend? In the minutes, that pre-performance routine, are you aware of what you're doing and what your state is before you go out? So think about awareness. The second thing in ACE, A-C, is curiosity. Again, this was brought up by a driver last month, a couple of months ago. He used this word to describe how he was going into his weekend. And I thought it was the most wonderful thing to use. Curiosity, a kind of a wide-eyed, ooh, oh, right, what can we learn here? How can we improve here? Why is this doing this? Why is doing this? A real sort of like, young kids are always going, why is the sky blue? Why? Yeah, but why? That kind of real interest, a curiosity in myself, my performance, my driving, a real interest rather than a kind of drone zone, showing up, doing the thing, leaving again, showing up, doing the thing, leaving again. No, a real curiosity about what I'm doing and where the opportunities are. E, what's the E in ACE? It's enthusiasm. So enthusiasm is a strange thing because it's not something we talk about very much. And it's a kind of difficult thing to describe because we don't all have to be, but it is a positive engagement in what we're doing. It's like curiosity, but it's an enthusiasm to learn, an enthusiasm to do better. As I've mentioned with Hamilton recently, a hunger to improve. And when we think about a self-driving driver or a self-riding rider, what I mean by that is a driver or rider that comes in off the track and isn't waiting for the manager or the mechanic or the data guy or his driver coach or a mom or a dad or a parent to say, oh, this is what you're doing wrong and this is what you need to do. And not at all. A self-riding rider or a self-driving driver comes in and goes, okay, so here's what we need to do. I need to fix this, and this. We need to do this. I think if we improve this so that it feels like this, then we'll improve the performance that way. And being enthusiastic about how we make progress. So becoming self-driving is a great thing for motivation. It's a great thing for momentum. And it's a great thing for this enthusiasm and curiosity based upon my awareness, which drives my performance forward. So think about awareness, right? Think about, are you being aware enough? Are you paying enough attention to either your bucket? Are you paying enough attention to your HRV? Are you paying enough attention to how aware you are of what you're doing well, what you could do better, and the things actually you're not doing that well, or you just don't know how to do it and it's something you need to learn? Think about your curiosity. Are you curious enough? Don't think of things as problems, think of them as puzzles. Are you curious about how you can improve, what changes you could make, things to try, things to experiment with, things to think, well, I've not done this at this track, so let me try that. Think about your system that you have in place. What changes can you make? Be curious about it. And then the E, enthusiasm. Culture some enthusiasm. Think about how do you become self-driving or self-riding so that you're the one that's driving your improvement, you're the one that's driving your progress, you're the one that's driving your performance. Because at the end of the day, it's all about you. It's what you want. So how can you become more enthusiastic? How can you develop a plan? Maybe it's setting some goals for yourself. Maybe it's setting some outcomes across a season or over a set number of race weekends that you want to work on certain skills and improve, and you're going to measure how you improve them, because that will get you traction and that will move you forwards and that will make you more enthusiastic and blah, 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 blah. And it becomes self-fueling. So think about awareness, think about curiosity, think about enthusiasm. A.C.E, ACE. Dead simple to remember. But awareness, that's where it all starts, because we can't change anything if we're not aware of it. So think about your awareness and how you can improve yours. Any thoughts, any comments, any questions about any of that, just let me know and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye. And that wraps up another episode of Inner Racing by Motorsport Mind. I hope you found this month's topic valuable in your journey towards peak performance in your racing. To stay updated with the latest content, be sure to subscribe to the newsletter, download the app, and subscribe to the blog. Just visit motorsportmind.com or follow the links.